Yeah. Welcome in, everybody. Yeah, I know this is a new face that you see. I want you to give it up for me first, because I'm here. I'm your host for this evening, James, DJ Sneaks, Hope, and my man 50 Grand, who's actually my co-host for today.
That's it.
You know him as Terrence T-Cut Watkins. Give it up for your boy.
Hey, man. And listen here, man. I need to give the people what
He wanted to
know. The people wanted to know
Right.
who is the voice. Who is the other guy?
That's what they wanted to know.
The people wanted to know who the other guy was.
That's what they wanted to know. So, you know what I mean? For the people who wanted to know, now you see. Here in the flesh. Drop a bomb for that. No, let's give him a hand clap for that. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Another hand clap. I like to say soul clap. I like to say soul clap. You know what I mean? But yeah, we here, yo. You know what I mean? Happy Monday for everybody enjoying their weekend. We here. My man, 50 Grand. Oh, I just want to let y'all know. If y'all didn't attend the block party this past Saturday, y'all missed out.
Oh, man.
On something epic.
Listen, man.
I mean, I had to drop a bomb for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all missed something epic.
Epic.
And do you want to get into it?
Hey, man, look. All I did was play the music.
True indeed.
All I did was play the music and you know, and hope that everybody was, you know, what I figured out was I don't know a whole lot of Gen Z music, but the only people that I was willing to take requests from,
right,
people who wanted to hear Gen Z music, because I built the whole folder.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and I got an idea on how to make that even better for the next, you know, because you can best believe the Sherman Street fish fry is gonna pop old school. The Sherman Street old school fish fry gonna pop off. Y'all just gotta stay tuned.
Listen, if y'all ain't gonna be y'all gonna be ready for the Sherman Street fish fry.
The old school Sherman Street fish fry.
We're gonna drop a bomb to that right now. I'm gonna have to drop one more for you. The Sherman Street fish fry is gonna be something of epic proportion.
You just gotta stay tuned.
I mean, we're gonna give you the information. We're going to list it on, like I said, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. You're going to get the information out there. DJ T's Cuts is going to tear it up once more again. I mean, it was epic out there this past Saturday. I mean, if you had to be there. You had to be there for that.
It's like when I be trying to display old school 1900 hip hop.
Right.
For you Gen Zers, for the people that listen to hip hop in the 1900s, yeah, just had to be there.
You had to be there. Look, a time was had. But, you know, in other news, man, let's get into it, yo. I mean, like I said, I'm hosting today. Y'all see me. I'm here. We're hosting today. So
hold on. I have to say it, because if I don't say it, and it just won't fit, no matter who you're looking at,
mm-hmm.
or who's being looked at. Oh, I have to say it. The big jizzle from the bottom of the fucking mizzle, yo.
Yo, but anyway, we in the building. You know what I mean? Welcome again, everybody, to a Glass Half Empty podcast. Let's get into it, bro. I mean, how was the weekend? I mean, besides obviously, you know, we had the block party on the 14th. I mean, how was your weekend overall?
It was good, man. I mean, you know, I slept good.
Okay.
My shout out to Queen. She had a pretty good time.
Shout out to Queen.
My old lady, my wife, she was good. Seemed like everybody had a good time. We brought the Ville out.
Yeah, the Ville was
The
definitely
Ville
out.
had a good time. At least Saturday night, we know that people that was over here, was safe.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because nothing crazy happened over here.
Nothing crazy happened.
Police came.
They did.
They left.
And they left real quick. I mean,
they came again.
Did they come again?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see the second part.
Yeah, they came again.
I didn't see the second
And
part.
they left. They shut it down. They shut it down.
So the second part is the time they shut it down.
Yeah, I mean, we was going hard, bro. I could have played music to 5 in the morning.
So what time did everything shut down? Because I did leave abruptly.
I have no idea.
Oh Lord, Jesus Christ!
We had a good time, and shout out to Thomasville for not getting into bullshit,
Thomasville.
Man. Like y'all, we did good. Man. Look, I'm glad we can come together for some stuff sometimes.
Yes, absolutely.
As people, man, we come together every now and again, and we do what we do.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to you, Thomasville. Once again, shout out to Thomasville for coming out. There was from the time I was there was no drama. You didn't even felt the presence like there was going to be any drama.
I did.
Nah, yeah, it was like safe. You know what I mean? I tell you what, I'm not going to lie to you. I know I'm getting old because there's certain shoes that I was trying to be styling and profiling with. Oh yeah. If anybody's seen me at the block party, don't be surprised if somebody be like, yo, did you notice your boy had his shoes off? I had my shoes off. My shoes off. My shoes off.
What shoes were they?
I had on the Wale Nike GT Futures.
Oh yeah. Them shits look like they hurt.
Yeah, I mean, look, I thought they were going to be like foam posits. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, they have the look, they have the feel, they have the texture of foam posits. But when I tell you, my pinky toe on my right foot was screaming. Lord of mercy.
Nike needs to take the pinky toe into consideration with a lot of their shoes.
Matter of fact, they need somebody like me or you to be up in Beavertown, Oregon. They'll be like, yo, we're gonna make molds of shoes, right?
Yes.
And we're gonna make them to the mold of like this particular type foot.
Or just a little bubble out to the side where the pinky toe be.
Something.
Just give it extra room.
Something.
It's not hard to do, nigga. Engineering, y'all have to be smarter than that by now. Figure out something.
It's out there.
Show love to the pinky toe.
That's all. I mean, like you said, you envy the Jordan 4s, but but once again, you cannot wear them because of the pinky. I feel like some of the silhouettes that they have made here lately, they are more catering to the pinky toe now. Like if you got any Jordan 4, like the 2022 and up. They have made the toe box a little bit more wider where they support, like I said, the brick by bricks, pinky toe friendly.
No, they're not.
Did you even try yours on?
I wore them to the shop. They were not pinky toe friendly.
Did you have your pedicure?
I keep my feet.
I understand. I was about to ask, did you have it done that week?
I keep them done.
Okay.
My feet straight.
Okay, I get it. Okay.
I'm a no sock slide wearer.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten that.
I'm a no sock slide wearer. I've stated that before. What I'm telling you is that, like, I hope the breads that they dropping this year, I think it's. I
hope
the bread for us. I hope what you're saying is true.
Yeah,
because that's the favorite silhouette of mine. That and the cements.
The white cements. Yeah,
they hurt so bad.
Yeah, they're dropping the frets.
And I can't get the 11 because somebody was like, "Yo, get the 11." Well, the 11 is too big. I'm a true 10 and a half.
Right.
Closer to a 10, but more than a 10. I'm a 10 and a half, and I'm a true 10 and a half.
Full disclosure.
Too big.
Full disclosure, and we're going to talk about this real quick before we get into other news that happened over the weekend. Full disclosure. He didn't know what size he used to wear. No, we're going to talk about this.
Yeah, we are.
He didn't know what size shoe he actually wore. We have left plenty concerts. Yes. Oh, I was so mad. I'm talking about, I've spent good money, good seats. You know what I mean? Like if anybody knows me, I'm going to spend money on some good seats.
Sure did.
And he does. Like some of the main acts didn't even come out yet, and he was ready to go. Do you know this man was in a size 9.5 shoe?
What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that, Juicy, ask me that again.
What do you mean by that?
what I mean by that is he was in a 9.5 shoe and he wears a 10.5. I mean, he thought he was still wearing the same size since high school. Let's be clear.
When people say your feet start growing after high school.
Yeah. Like I said, plenty of concerts. We left.
Yeah, we did.
Left. Not because the acts wasn't good. Not because, you know what I mean, sound bad or even a threat of danger. No, we left because his feet was hurting. And I mean, one in particular, if anybody knows me, they know I'm a big Jay-Z fan. He had tickets to go see, what was it, Jay-Z and Friends? You went by yourself on that one.
No, I only see.
It was Jay-Z and Friends. I think I remember that one correctly. It was Jay-Z.
The one that I distinctly remember is wearing, I think, some Jordans, and I wasn't willing to stay for. I can't remember, but yeah, my feet. I love concerts because my feet were hurting.
Yeah, this is a true story. He left concerts.
Thank you for bringing it up.
Oh yeah, no problem. I mean, this is what we do here on the podcast of Glass Half Empty. Benny, you know what? We're gonna get
feel like a total lame.
That's fine. You didn't know what your size shoes were. You know what I mean? It's okay.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't. I feel, I just listened to, I'm sorry. I listened to what people said. Your feet start growing. I knew I had graduated in 95 and it was 2000 something. So I just thought that, yeah, maybe, or maybe I was wearing a 10.5 all along because my feet hurt in high school too.
Yeah.
So that's possible too. You know what? I didn't measure them till later on in life, and there you go. 10.5, found out. Been kind of problem free since then.
Yeah, there you go. So let's drop a bomb for that.
Let's
drop a bomb for that. Him finding out his true,
shoe size.
His true shoe size, because
I was ridiculously stupid for a long time.
You were. But anyway, let's get into it. If y'all were living under a rock on Sunday, we had the Oscars. Yes, we did. And let's go ahead and let's give it up for Sinners, the movie, for winning Best Picture, which is one of the major Oscar awards that you can win. And let's give it up again once more time for Michael B. Jordan for taking home Best Actor. T, what do you feel, man? I mean, what'd you say?
Oh,
okay. Yo. Okay. Oh, here we go. Go ahead. But what you feel, man?
Yeah. I'm just playing. Yeah. Congratulations to Michael B. Jordan.
Yes, sir.
For winning, that
drop a bomb.
Was a good fucking movie.
It was. I mean, the fact that he played two characters. Let's be real.
Yeah, he played his. That was dope.
Yeah, I mean, he played two characters. He played him and his brother. You know what I mean, as twin brothers. That's
Smoke and Stack.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
Guard your grill. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, he played. And the fact, the one thing I love about Michael B. Jordan's after the fact is the fact that you won an Oscar, and the first meal that came to mind was going to In-N-Out Burger.
That shit dope.
That's crazy, bro.
That shit about the equivalent of Trevor Lawrence going to Waffle House.
Yo, give it up for Trevor Lawrence going to
Waffle House.
Drop a bomb for that. Yo, Trevor Lawrence is a real one.
That's a real one. Yo.
I mean, you go to this is stuff that we do like after the podcast.
Yeah, like we gotta do tonight. Go to Waffle House.
Yo, this is stuff like what we literally do after the podcast is over. Like, I mean, like, I'm hungry. What you want to do?
Waffle House.
Waffle House. Waffle House. But yeah, I mean, Michael B. Jordan for winning Best Actor, and like I said, The Sinners, the movie itself, for winning Best Picture. How do you feel, man?
Yo, that shit was. Hey, well, I didn't even watch the Oscars, but I seen that shit all over social media, and I see them in In-N-Out Burger getting them, after winning and shit. That shit real dope, man. I'm glad to see black people. I'm glad to see a black actor like that after what he just went through at the BAFTAs and stuff like that.
For sure.
And I'm glad to see him and the director win Best
Picture.
They're always gonna focus in on us because I think I seen a post where they was focusing on the director's haircut or braiding style or something like that.
Yeah, I think he had like a music symbol in his braids or something to that nature.
And our culture, man. We drive. we drive.
We drive the market.
You feel what I'm saying, James? Like, yo,
We drive
like,
the market, period.
That's what we do. So, shout out
For
to
sure.
them for winning an Oscar for what they wanted for best
picture. I mean, Michael B. Jordan won it for best actor,
which
is the top. I mean, the creme de la creme.
The creme de la creme of getting the Oscar, and he
Right.
won it for the.
And then, I mean, the movie itself, Ryan Coogler won it for, best picture. So that's the creme de la creme.
Yeah,
it was the best motion picture.
Yeah.
I mean, that got nominated. I can't even think of the nominees.
So we came out on top, like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like that little thing you do with your shoulders, like,
yeah. I mean, flex your
know
muscles a little bit. Yeah, y'all did that. Y'all did that. I mean, give it up. Let's give it up for them.
Shout out.
Yeah, I'm a button pusher. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm hosting today. So I'm a button pusher. Yeah, I mean, now, I mean, besides that happened over the weekend, I mean, this is just happening today, yo. 9 states got hit with tornadoes. I mean, we're talking about touchdown. Like, looks like Charlotte got a tornado touchdown. I mean, it did some damage in Charlotte, Mecklenburg County. We had Forsyth County here in Winston had a tornado that touched down. Raleigh had a tornado that touched down as well. And there was other places around, I mean, here around the area. Maryland had like a category 5 that, I mean, somebody had pictured on the internet that touchdown. I mean, I understand, I mean, if anybody knows the weather, I mean, I'm not Al Roker by far. Like T said, I mean, some days I look. Go ahead.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Yeah, I said myself.
Hold on, let me just clear the air first. Full disclaimer: I'm fat, but I don't have an Al Roker physique. But go ahead, carry on. I'm just listening. You were stating fat. Go ahead, James. Back to you. I am fat though.
Yo.
Back to you. But not fat enough to say that my foot grew when I was a grown man. I know that after a certain.
Oh boy. Okay, go ahead.
I know that. Listen, James.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just do this.
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there's things you have to tell your friends, and sometimes there's things you have to tell your friends that it might not necessarily be something you want to tell them, but telling them will help them.
I get where you're coming from. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay, so there's people I know. Some people I know and love them. Some people I don't. The people I've actually kicked it with, it's been people in my life that I feel like I've had to tell some shit to, and I didn't want to tell them, but I had to because I looked at them as a friend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We have a mutual person.
Yeah.
That we got a whole lot of respect for.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I have a whole lot of respect for this.
Absolutely.
Right. But I want to say this to, and whoever this applies to. Okay. Let me just get this out of the way. Okay. I'm fat. I am 5'7", 260 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
The doctors would say I am morbidly obese.
Gotcha.
And I agree with them.
Okay.
Okay. What I'm saying to you is that I have friends acquaintances, associates, friends, however you want to call them, who is, let's just say 6'2".
Okay.
And they're morbidly obese, which is really hard to fucking do. Because if I was 6'2" at the weight I am right now, I wouldn't be that bad. I'll be obese, but not morbidly.
Feed the diesel.
Feed.
I'm sorry.
No, you're right.
You feed him.
So what I'm saying is I wouldn't be morbidly obese, but yet obese.
Okay.
right? But what I'm telling you is like, if you marry a woman at just maybe a slightly overweight,
Mm-hmm.
and if she marries you just slightly, that means to you, you should understand that that's what she was willing to accept.
That you could possibly make a change, and and get back down. Yeah.
But if you become morbidly obese, and
Right.
she's a woman who can attract slender niggas, excuse me, slender brothers,
Right.
you might get left.
Yeah, it's a harsh reality. You know what I mean? And I think that goes back to what you were saying, that we have to be honest with our friends.
You got to be honest with our friends
We
or associates.
Our associates, correct. I mean, especially if this is somebody. I mean, if you have friends that you truly care about and you care about their well being, or associates if you care about their well being, you got to be honest with them. You, I mean, have to be honest with them. Let them. I mean, it gets to a point where it's like you can't be nice anymore. You have to. I'm not even saying
Like,
be
really,
direct.
you really. This is what you have to say, and I want you to say it with me.
Good.
Your wife left you because you got too fat. Your wife
left you
because you got
too fat. There it is.
And whoever this applies to in this world, really listen to that.
Yeah.
Just listen. Your wife left you because you got too fat.
Wow.
Now I could say another part to this,
Mm-hmm.
but then it would be cause for you to might want to beat me up. So I'm not going to say that, but I will say this, and I respect you.
Yeah, for sure.
And I respect the people, anybody that's in this situation. I respect y'all.
Yeah.
But your wife will leave you if you get too fat, and she can attract slender people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean,
Polynesian sauce from Chick-fil-A is not the blood of Jesus. And I'm fat. I like Polynesian sauce. I'm fat. But you can meet people who are so fat that you feel comfort in your fat. And that's not good either. I've met people who I saw was so gigantic that I thought, like, yes, I feel skinny.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why I wouldn't even hang with you. I wouldn't even hang with a person like that. Not you. But what I'm saying is I wouldn't hang with no person who's gigantic. You want to know why?
Why is that?
Because then I would get comfortable with being the fat that I am that I don't need to be. Because I'd be like, oh, if I compare myself to him, I'm good. Like to him, I'm good.
But let's be clear. Don't women do that all the time? I'm saying, like, literally. I mean, I've heard conversations where, where women actually, they invite friends, not because they're their real friends.
Mm-hmm.
They invite them out to like parties, clubs, social get-togethers, or whatever the case may be, because they know they're like, quote unquote, the ugly one or the fat one, knowing that they're going to, draw more attention because the fact,
the contrast.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
I don't know women do that.
They do. They do.
You think so?
For a fact.
Okay, well, I mean,
for a fact.
I just don't know that. I don't know. Like, like, I don't. Every. That shit tough because it's ugly women.
Yeah.
It's ugly men. It's like, because I know I ain't no.
Like I know I ain't no sight for
heartthrob, never black and ugly.
However,
right. But I just don't, I like so I don't. I get what they say. Yeah,
Like, I mean, I've heard. I mean, once again, I do. I mean, besides being married, I do have female friends. I have female friends, and that sometimes, majority the time, they're not. I mean, is they will invite somebody out with them because the fact that, I mean, if you're looking at the 2 or the 4 or however many are in the group, you know what I mean? If you invite 3 and bring one ugly or one overweight or whatever the case may be, it makes them stand out even more.
And let me jump in on that since you mentioned overweight. And automatically, if let's just say it's 3 of y'all, one of y'all overweight, and then y'all going to see and y'all going to see 3 other dudes and one of them overweight. Just because you the overweight girl don't mean I want to be, just because listen. If you overweight and you with 2 skinny women, trust and believe me, if I'm overweight and I'm with 2 skinny niggas, I do not want the overweight woman. Let me just I just want to put that out there.
Okay.
I just want to put that out there
for sure.
Just because that's not like what. That's not how it automatically matches up.
No.
No.
But that's what they assume in their mind.
Back in the day when you get on a 3-man with you get there, there's a chubby girl. And
that's
they be
you.
like, no, it's not. Fucking how you gonna tell me what I like? I want that slender motherfucker right here. I don't want her. When I was younger, I don't want her. I want this slender, because I've always been a husky pants wearing motherfucker.
Yo,
man. I mean,
husky pants is diabolical.
I had husky pants.
I did too.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, look. I mean, it's the fact that
Little League, I was an offensive lineman. It didn't matter.
I did get to play in as running back.
Okay.
But be fair, the play was called elephant shit. I got 2 yards and scored a touchdown.
Well, that's better than I've ever did.
I'm just saying.
I
had a touchdown, and I also had gotten the first down.
I ain't blocking for these niggas for they to score a touchdown.
Yo, I was but be clear. Back in middle school, high school, yes, I was an offensive line. Look, they had a play called elephant shit. Okay, and for anybody who went to school with me, if anybody who went to school with me back in Northwest Middle School, Reading, Pennsylvania, shout out to Reading, Pennsylvania. If anybody know, the play was called. Shout out to my coach, Coach Mish. They ran a play, and I mean, he had a play for all the big men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, for them to get their shine on. He wasn't discriminating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, but the play was called elephant shit. Got the ball. The first time I ran it, got a first down for the team. Second time I ran it, scored a touchdown. It was called elephant shit. You know what I mean? But be clear, my position was like nose guard, offensive line. Yeah, I'm just saying. Nose guard, offensive line, that's my position.
Yeah.
That was my position.
I ain't getting none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh. Yeah, but that was my position and everything. I mean, my position as I got the ball twice. I got that was Magic Johnson-ish. Yeah, pause that thought. But yeah, man. So yeah, But anyway, yeah, like once again, like you want to automatically assume just because I'm a chubby one out the whole group and everything. So
yeah, I'm like, and they be like, and then the crazy part about it is you can't assume that the skinny one just automatically want to be with another skinny motherfucker.
Very true.
She could be a chubby chaser.
Very true.
And then this was post ready to die.
Yeah,
big niggas was in style. For sure. Nigga,
for sure. Yeah.
But young as you had a little charisma, a little charm.
Well, that's
little flash. You was good, and that's my thing because I'm like, I want the big one.
Gotcha.
If I want to feel like I'm wrestling, I'll go fucking wrestle. Like that's two big motherfuckers fucking is wrestling. That's fighting.
That's too much work.
That's a lot of work. When you young,
That's too much work,
I
bro.
want me something slender, Coke bottle, cold little breezy. When I was, that's when I was younger. Like once you get older, you be like, yeah, whatever. But it's like,
yeah, you just take. I mean, you take who loves you.
I take who loves me.
That's it.
I gotta make sure they love. I gotta make sure they love me more than I love them, because that's the only way this can work.
I want them to love me. How deep? I want them to love me.
How deep? For who I am.
For who I am.
You know what I mean? For who I am.
Yeah, for real. You know what I mean? But like, I mean, we have different aspects of it now. I mean, actually being a grown adult about it. You know what I mean? It's but what was I going to say about that, bro? I was like, yo, we were on to like, there's chubby chasers out there. There's ones that
like
being
what we was talking about was being on being the women, it'd be 3 men,
yeah,
a 3-man, and
yeah.
you automatically got to be.
See, no, that's what I was going to get to. What I was going to get to was the fact that, number one, the one thing about being a big dude, I mean, we're just going to get into it. You know what I mean? The one thing about being a big dude is the fact that we always are always, number one, was on the disadvantage. So being a big dude, we had our disadvantages, and our disadvantages was because we were big. And then, sometimes, I mean, you got to think a point in high school or in your younger years, light skin was really a thing. Being a fair complected man or a fair complexion woman, you know what I mean? That was a thing, back in early 90s, early 2000s and everything.
But like having your little red bone.
Right, for sure. But the one thing, especially, and I'm just speaking from a oversized man perspective at that time, which I'm still am. You know what I mean? Don't get it twisted. I still got some work to do my damn self. But coming from that perspective, we had to have one up. And that's why we had to either make them laugh or have an ill talk game. And, because you had some of these dudes who was out there who, like I said, they had the looks. They didn't have to do nothing but smile. And, ooh, I like that person. And, whatever the case may be, this, that, and the third. But as soon as they opened their mouth, they wasn't talking about nothing. So
then you had us.
Yeah. Then you had us where like I said, big dudes, we had to come out with something different. Well, we didn't have to come out with something different. We had to be different. We had to be far superior, and we had to be the person who can make them laugh and be in a decent comfort zone. I mean, well, I can't say in a friend comfort zone or anything like that, but we had to, make them laugh and do other things. And our talk game had to be elite. Because the fact that, that's the only way we possibly could have a chance.
Or you just had to know how to, be fly and just shut the fuck up.
There you go.
Because that worked too. Like just
the mystique.
Yeah, the mystique, because, I remember a nigga rapping in the hallway, right?
Okay.
That never went on to become rappers.
Okay.
And then I remember niggas I went to school with that didn't rap in the hallway, who were cool as fuck, which I ran with, that went on to become rappers. Because the niggas in the hallway rapping and all that shit in school, the niggas was like a little bit corny.
Okay.
But the real niggas that really liked hip hop and was really into rap, they weren't freestyling in school like that. Not in the school I went to.
For sure.
You feel what I'm saying? The real niggas that was in the real cats that was in the hip hop in the school I went to, them niggas you didn't hear them freestyling in the comments or nothing like that. You always heard those cats that was just, and then will always be the one, and then, he can rap. But then you knew the real cats that was out there like, I ain't rapping for free. I'm rapping for somebody who can put me on.
True.
You rapping in the comments, ain't nothing that can put you on. Nobody in there can put you on.
Yeah, for sure. But if you think about it, like how everything transpired, you got to think about it like this, like literally, like all the people that we thought were cool, everything back in high school, Yeah, I mean, and this once again, these are just our perspectives. This is
Mhm.
nothing. This is no data, no truth. I'm just looking at it from our perspectives. The cats that were so cool and everything in high school that we were trying to be admiring and inspiring to be, they really didn't turn out no better than us.
No, I mean, or they just turn out to be regular cats.
They turned out to be regular cats, and then I mean, and that's
Well, in my case, not the school I went to, but yeah, but a lot, or a lot of the niggas that, yeah, around here, yeah.
yeah. I mean, but I guess what I'm saying is, I mean, these cats that, yeah, I mean, all the women were chasing, all the women were looking at like, oh, they. I mean, now most of them are niggas are on drugs.
No, like
Um,
it's like I always say, bro. Most of the and I don't care. People around here might be, they might get upset when I say this, but you ain't got to take the you ain't got to take the backlash for this, bitches. But yo, a lot of y'all big time drug, so called old school hustlers from around here.
yeah,
Not the old school, but the ones that I know of.
right.
Y'all really was just big fish in a small pond.
That's it.
Like
That's it,
y'all
bro.
have been like the places I've lived at. If y'all have been up there hustling, y'all have just been regular. I
It's
seen
corner
y'all,
boys.
like, yeah, you feel
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
I
for
see y'all
sure.
would have been corner boys in the
Yeah.
places where I lived at.
Yeah,
Like, y'all ain't really. And then most of them did. Like in this little town,
yeah, for sure.
most of them niggas did 10 years plus.
Yeah,
Your hustle game wasn't that good if you gave up 10 years of your life to the penitentiary. I don't care what nobody say. You say whatever you want. They don't kick my door off the hinges 3 times. Not proud of it,
right, for
but
sure.
they ain't never take me with them.
True indeed. True indeed. These are facts.
And I ain't never get you give the penitentiary 10 plus years, you lost. You didn't win the game
At all.
if you keep going to jail for the same shit you keep trying to do, you're not good at doing that.
No, and you maybe need to stop.
You might just get a job and
Yeah.
work that bitch.
Yes.
These old
Do something
school-
regular.
man, look, these old school niggas be running around here looking up to these old school niggas that used to hustle. I'd be like, these niggas wasn't good hustlers.
Nah.
I know real hustlers in other states that beat murder.
True indeed.
Made me stop hustling. Like
Yeah.
it's like it's y'all, them niggas don't be real good hustle. Like if you did time in prison, federal, state, whatever the fuck it was,
Right.
if you did years in prison,
You
how do
lost.
you feel like you won? Or it don't matter what you bought while you was on the street free.
Right.
You moved in a way, or if somebody snitched on you, you
Yeah.
fucked with somebody, and then when you didn't have your shit in order to where they didn't still like I don't never model. I would never model my game off any of these hustles around this city.
Yeah, for sure.
And I respect all of them
For
because
sure.
I respect anybody's hustle.
For
but
sure.
I just know niggas that did that shit way better than them. Like I know places where they would have just been like you said, corner boys.
Mm-hmm.
Them boys, like they might be getting to the bag around here. It look like they getting to the bag, but somewhere else, I know y'all was selling way like around here. Y'all might have been selling way harder things, and then
Yeah.
I know someone in another state that was going lightweight and doing better.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel what I'm saying?
For sure.
I had homeboys that went on Jamaican vacations going just because they made it going to the 11th grade.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Lil Sean and all them games and Lil Sean them niggas went on vacation.
Like Jamaica, I mean Bermuda and stuff like Bahamas and stuff like that.
Man.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And they paying people, getting everything right so they can go on to places like that when we were teenagers.
Wow.
We weren't even old enough to be having, and them niggas was going places like that, man.
True.
But that nigga paid for his. I had a homeboy that paid for his whole 4-year tenure at Norfolk State University. Trees.
For real?
With trees.
Wow.
And these dudes around here did 10 years and they was going hard, doing nothing really.
hustling with no goal, or hustling with no
Like
ambition.
I ain't saying that some of them dudes got more than I got right now.
Yeah, for
but look,
sure.
they gave up 10 years of their life.
For sure.
I hustle around, and I'm not bragging. I hustled around here and used that money and went to barbering school.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I mean, hustling with no goals or no ambitions. I mean, what are you hustling for? What is the point of you out here
Man, listen, man.
putting your life on the line?
You remember how disgusted I used to be at that retired drug dealer hat shit?
Oh yeah.
Cause like, yo, how are you bragging about that, man?
I mean,
you remember, I never fed into it. You remember, they came out and I seen niggas with the hat, the shirt. I used to look at that shit like, that shit whack as fuck.
I had the hat.
I know you had the hat. But what I'm saying, man, and what I'm saying, like little shit like that be whack to me, and I guess I'm blessed to have been a military brat.
Yeah, for sure.
Not to just go places, but live other places.
Well, I mean,
because a lot of these dudes that I see that's tough around here, they wouldn't make it in DC.
Sure did. Same thing. I mean, same thing with back in Reading or the Philadelphia
You see what
area.
I'm saying? Like
yeah,
you
for
had
sure.
to go to middle school. Like motherfuckers don't know the difference between middle school at Thomasville High, Thomasville Middle, and Francis Junior High.
Right. Well, we had we had so many elementary schools, and then we had 4 middle schools, then everybody congregated to the high school. The difference is with Thomasville and everything, you're seeing the same cats from elementary to middle to high. Yeah, I mean, where they're not coming from different parts of the city.
They seeing some of the same people from daycare.
Yeah, for sure.
Head
Primary.
then kindergarten, first grade, all the way through high school.
Yeah, for sure.
Somehow in between those gaps, right? So in DC, so that's just in Thomasville, that's the structure.
Yeah.
In DC, we going to Lucky Elementary, right?
Okay.
6th grade, we in 6th grade because after 6th grade, now because in DC, 6th grade is elementary still.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So in 6th grade, everybody talking about what junior high they going to.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm going to Francis Junior High. Somebody else going to Patterson. Somebody else going to this. So the people we grew up with, so the people I was in 6th grade with, I might never see again.
For sure.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I might never see again, because even after you get into junior high, then it's what school you going to in high school. You going to Ballou, you going to the school without walls.
Right.
You going to here, because it's so many different, depending on if you in Southwest DC,
right,
Northwest, wherever you at, but you know how it is, how the school zones was. You might not never see them again.
That's true. That's true.
In Thomasville, these cats be growing up with the same people, and then later on in life, that's your op. How?
Yeah.
Y'all been friends all your life.
Yeah.
How was he your op now?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all been friends all your life.
All your life.
And now, because y'all done got a little older and listened to a few rap songs and seen a few videos and listened to some old niggas who ain't got they shit together yet, now that's your op. Come the fuck on, man.
Yo.
That shit don't make no sense to me, man.
Nah, not at all. Yeah, and the way it was structured back in Pennsylvania and Reading and everything, it was like, I mean, obviously we had probably about 15 elementaries. And then after 15 elementaries, it got condensed to you have 4 middle schools.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so, and then the 4 middle schools, everybody led to the one big high school. But you got to think, Reading High was the 3rd biggest high school. I think it was in the Guinness Book of World Records, or it's a record somewhere. I think they said that it's the 3rd biggest high school in the state of Pennsylvania.
But that's what I'm saying. So in DC, it was like opposite.
Yeah, you had more high schools.
Each level you went to, you grew further away from the people you was in elementary school.
Right.
From.
So it made sense if you have an op.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you grew further away from the people. Like
right.
Like in this system, y'all just stayed together. In Thomasville,
the whole way.
You stayed together the whole way.
The whole way.
That's why y'all such good friends here.
Yeah.
That's why y'all don't like to leave here, because y'all been together the whole time. You know this person.
That's true.
To me, that's how I look at it.
That's how it's structured.
I don't even my friends, bro. Like, I got friends my age who, I have to just say, yeah, I don't blame you. I get it.
Yeah, for sure.
You you don't been a few places since you've been in a grown person, but you ain't never lived nowhere else but here.
Nah.
So you don't know how to live anywhere else but here. And that's a lot of people, they don't move from the place. Like somewhere like here is a trap, kind of.
It is.
Because you get used to how this living is and you don't want to go nowhere.
Yeah, but you got to get out, man.
You do.
You got to get out your surroundings.
Like, I mean, and I'm blessed for my mom for that.
Yeah, so. For sure. I mean, I'm blessed for, having like I said, I didn't have military parents, but the fact that my big brother was in the military and he showed me at a young age to say, yo, there's more out in this world than Thomasville, North Carolina, Reading, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. There's more out in the world. So I always been like, when I got to the age of 18, even before 18, like 16, I wanted to travel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wanted to travel and see the world and everything. And, where you have like such small towns like Thomasville, whatever the case may be, they are excited just to get out of the state and they feel like just Myrtle Beach in Charlotte is a vacation. It's not. It's not at all.
Not a vacation.
It's not a vacation. Or they felt like they've been somewhere.
Yeah. Or like to me now, for me, I want to go inland. Like, I don't care if it's the coast where I go. Like if I travel somewhere where there's no coast, I don't really give a shit. Because most of the places that I've lived at, like I lived in Hawaii for 3-4 years.
For sure.
Ain't nothing but water all the way around me.
Yeah, sure.
Then Virginia Beach. DC, it's the Potomac. Water is, that's not exciting to me. Then, let's go to South, let's go to Myrtle Beach. Nigga, that's just Virginia Beach. It ain't nothing but Virginia Beach. It's just further down the line. Further down the coast. Yeah, it's same shit. It's the same water.
Word.
I'm not, I'm not impressed with that. I'm just, water don't excite me no more. I be wanting to go and do, like the next place I really want to go is like Egypt. I want to see the pyramids. I want to go to South Africa, places like that, and just go take 17, 19-hour flights, to get there. I want to go places like that now, man.
Well, I mean, like the places I want to go to, I want to go like to Munich now, like Munich, Germany, Amsterdam. I mean, like I've done Mexico, I've done Punta Cana, I've done Cancun. Jamaica. I mean, I just want to be.
I did none of that shit.
Yeah, I wanted to. Like I said, bro.
My first big check off the list was to go to New York and stay in Times Square.
Yeah, for sure.
Experience New York,
drop a bomb for New York.
And then, man, that's good. And I know I was in the airport. He's like, I just, and I said to somebody, I was like, I just want to see the Statue of Liberty. It was like. She was so good. The person was so good. She was like, really, man? I ain't never, and I get it because I stayed in DC for a long time, and I ain't never go to the
White House.
I ain't never go to none of the shit there in DC.
Lincoln Memorial.
None of that shit till I was older, and me and Adrian went up there.
Wow.
I ain't never go because when I used to wake up, the place I stayed at when I woke up, I could see the fucking Washington Monument.
Gotcha.
Every morning on the way to school, we looking at the Washington Monument.
Right.
We looking at the Lincoln Memorial. We looking at the mall. We looking at on the way to school. We see the Capitol every day. Every day we seen this shit. So it was like
it's nothing new to you.
On the weekend, who want to go see this shit on the weekend? We just want to chit or wherever we want to. We want to go to the mall. We don't want to see. We gonna see this shit riding past it.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm talking about. By the time because I can remember a time going down 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue and looking straight at the White House.
For sure.
Like, not like it is now. Like, you can't see it like it is now. You got to get up by the Washington Monument to see the view that we used to just see walking past. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because since 9/11, they got all that barricade.
Blocked off, yeah.
You have to get a distance from it to see the view we used to just see. Walking, like it wasn't nothing to see, none of that. So the only thing that was always exciting was the Smithsonian was always fun as fuck to go to.
Okay.
So like it's just little stuff like that, man. But
it's the same thing. Being in Pennsylvania.
New York was fun, bro.
Yeah, like I've been. Well, what the one thing that because I had my first cousin. Shout out to Frank McCracken. I've been to New York before, but I always wanted to go see the Statue of Liberty. I never got a chance to see the Statue of Liberty. But the one thing that I did do, I did go to Harlem because I have family members who live in Harlem. And I end up going to Showtime at the Apollo twice.
Word.
Yeah, I went to Showtime at the Apollo. You know what I mean? And you know, Yankee Stadium is not too far from there. I mean, that's right there in the Bronx and everything. But I'd never been to Times Square, or I'd never been.
Me and Adrian we walked Times Square, bro. And you know how I know that? You know, I know people, even though we might have been talking about how people knew it, we went from there
Because the stuff that you were excited about.
Not even that.
What?
We had weight on us walking.
What you mean?
Because most of the people, I was like, look, Adrian, look at everybody we walking by. Nobody's fat.
Yo.
Because they're walking all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure. You know what I'm saying? If we stayed up there, and then you could tell the people who just got up there.
Yeah.
Because in the mornings when people was moving around, I'd be outside smoking because they have smoking, or you can smoke in.
Yeah, New York. Yeah,
so
New York's legal.
Smoking, and I was sitting outside smoking, and I could tell people who just got up there.
Okay.
Because their clothes would be huge on them.
Wow.
And they used to be big. So you can look, you're looking at them like, damn, I got this big shit. And it wasn't during that time, like you could tell it was legit that they was wearing these clothes when they were big.
Right, yeah,
and
for
now
sure.
They're just huge on them because they've been walking most of the time. Because if I stayed up there, James, I don't want a car.
There's no need for a car.
I wouldn't want to try to drive in that shit.
No. I cannot stand driving in New York.
Man,
Listen.
James, I don't like driving here.
Yeah, no, and you think here is bad? New York is 10 times worse.
I've seen it. They have to pick up trash at night.
Yes.
Traffic is so bad.
Yes, for sure. For sure.
I thought that was a cat.
No.
That was a rat.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was a cat. I thought it was a cat.
Yeah, that's how big they are, bro. They are big.
I thought it was. I didn't even get jumped when at first I see. I was like, oh, and then I looked again and I saw it was moving.
Right.
That's a rat.
And you know what? And the New Yorkers probably was looking at it like it was nothing.
Nothing.
Yes. Yo, for sure, yo.
That was Master Splinter.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I know that. I know that rat knew karate.
Yo.
He taught 4 turtles. I know that rat taught. That rat taught 4 turtles that like pizza.
Yo. But I get what you're coming from because, did you experience even riding the subway?
I didn't even ride the subway.
I did. Me and Desmond rode the subway.
That's why me and I told Adrian, I said, we going back,
right?
And we going to the big mural.
Ooh, okay.
We going to the big. We going to all the mural. Now we gonna go do we riding the subway and going to all this shit. We gonna get up early.
Yeah, for sure.
We gonna put our money. We ain't taking no wallets like that. We gonna put our money in our pockets and and put the money we gonna spend for the subway on the ticket. We gonna ride the fucking subway. We going to Brooklyn. We going everywhere. We going to Central Park. We gonna ride the bikes.
We're gonna make an experience out of it.
We're gonna make a different experience.
Yeah, you know what I mean? The
first time we just got a gist of the first time we went, we just experienced.
It's a recon. Recon.
Recon.
It's more recon.
Experience Times Square.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now you're going to be amongst the, the peoples and actually, we getting
ready to go. I plan we gonna go back in the winter. We getting ready, y'all mean them. What? Don't go in the winter.
No, I'm not saying
I want to go in the winter. I want to go towards the holidays in the winter.
Oh, now I ain't gonna lie.
Christmas time in this.
Vanessa wants to go she wants to go during to see go down to Rockefeller Center during the Christmas time. What's the hotel? The same hotel in Home Alone. The Wolof. Okay, yeah. She wants to experience all that, Times Square and everything else. So she does want to go during the Christmas season. Now, will Chicago be something that you would possibly want to check out in the winter too?
Huh?
It's Christmas time.
It's Christmas time in the city. I don't know, man. You know what, man? Like,
I would like to check out Chicago too. I look. I ain't going to O Block.
Yo, I want to go.
I'm not doing none of that.
Christmas time in New York, Rockefeller Plaza,
right?
The big Christmas tree lighting. That shit better than anything ever, man. I want to go see that, man.
True.
And I also want to go see the Macy's Day Parade, man.
Well, ain't that usually in Thanksgiving?
That's Thanksgiving, but I'm just talking about it's a wintertime activity.
Okay, got you.
That's what because that's just.
I want to go to
things I don't, like certain things I just didn't.
He's realizing people how uncomfortable the co-host chair is now. I'm looking dead at his face.
Yeah, that shit hurt.
Yeah,
my bad. Shit.
I'm gonna be hosting from now on, like this.
Fuck. That motherfucker ain't no joke right now.
Yeah, for sure. Shit. Yeah, you had about 55 minutes in that joint. It was 56 to be exact. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's other places that I definitely want to check out. I mean, there's I've been wanting to. The wife wants to check out Houston. That's something that a place that she's been dying to go. I want to check out. I want to do something I want to do Chicago. I'm not going to O Block. I'm not going to 63rd. I'm not doing none of that. I'm going to Chicago downtown. Give me some Chicago style pizza and also give me a Chicago style Polish dog. Pause.
I don't say it.
I'm just saying, but yeah, I mean, that's for the young generation because we're still trying to connect with the youth. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, yeah, I do want to go.
And listen, I'm not going to connect with the youth if all the youth thinking about is dicks.
Yeah,
with reference to everything you eat and do shit. God damn, fuck them. Fuck them.
Cause go ahead, break it down. Like if
I don't even want to keep talking about that shit. Like, yo, like I said, if I say car, you should be thinking drive.
There you go.
If I say plane, fly. If I say I like dark, I want white meat. I want a 2-piece white meat. And you say, yo, pause. What? No, I want a 2-piece white meat from motherfucking Popeyes, nigga.
Sure indeed.
Like, yo, I'm not Paul. Why are you thinking about a dick? I'm thinking about chicken.
That's true.
But if I'm wrong, if I say you fucking faggot.
It's the times that we live in, man.
You can't say stuff
you
like
can't
that.
I mean, everything is politically correct at this point now.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
I didn't even mean it like that. I'm just saying, like, nah, yo, you thinking about dicks. That shit ain't cool.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to eat a glizzy aka hot dog in peace.
Yeah,
without no judgment.
Like you could put me on TikTok with the little song. That boy is gay. Like, why y'all niggas so sexual?
They don't at all. But yeah, man, like that's some of the places that I just want to. I want to get to. There's a lot of travel.
I got a lot of places I need to go, man. Like at least Jamaica.
Yeah, definitely.
But I want to go to Jamaica where you might die at, because like I think that would be a more fun experience.
What you mean by that?
Like, don't you think when your life on the line, shit be fun when you make it out of it?
Hey, I did go to Dominican Republic, and my life was. Me and my homeboy went, and our life was basically on the line. Yeah. It like after we made it through, it was like, hey, whoo, Jesus, because we
about fell for it.
Boy, listen, because he was on one. Yeah, shout out to my homie Ray Sean. Yeah, he worked at American Airlines with me, and like I said, we went to Dominican Republic, which is me and him. You know what I mean? And we did some things.
Speaking of that, speaking of the name, like, and I know it ain't, but what I'm saying is, let me ask you this: how you feel about I don't fuck with certain people.
Okay.
Right. And I have my reasons I don't fuck with certain people, right?
Okay.
But when you see them, I ain't one of the ones that like to create beef, because I know how beef can be created.
True.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Created, right?
Yeah.
The nigga know, and what makes me mad is because the nigga know that I don't like you. I don't really fuck with you. I don't fuck with you.
Yeah, got you.
I ain't even gonna say I don't like you. I just don't fuck with you.
Got you.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So I ain't really got nothing to say to you.
Yeah.
Talk to you about, and you shouldn't have nothing to talk to me about. That's how I feel, right?
For sure.
In most cases. But I wish niggas wouldn't do that. Like, if you know that I don't like you, and you know for the reason why I don't like you, why are you talking to me? Why do you even try to talk to me? If you see me walking into a store, just don't say nothing to me. You know, because I'm gonna be a grown man and speak to you back just out of
Respect,
courtesy and keep
courtesy, or
shit
whatever.
down. You know,
Yeah, for
if you
sure.
say what up to me and shit like that. But if you throw your hand out to me, I'm saying what up, and I'm gonna keep pushing.
Like throw
I'm
your
good.
hand out, like I mean,
Like if
trying
you
to
go, what
give
up with
that.
you, I'm gonna be like, what up, and I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna acknowledge that you, what up, nigga, we ain't here, we ain't there.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't care if we like. It's certain niggas I grew up with in the new projects, man.
Yeah,
And I love the new projects because that's where I came to most of the time when I came back out here as a kid. So I love the new projects, right?
mm-hmm.
But since I had a barbershop,
Mm-hmm.
don't none of them niggas really from the new project support me. I still love the new projects though, but
Yeah, for sure.
them niggas, you know, they don't really support me, man. Maybe one or two of them do.
Okay.
But they, you know, some of day ones, people that, you know. But no, you know, I'm just saying, man, like, and that's some real shit, like, like, but at the same time, I don't support none of the bullshit they do either.
Yeah.
And I'm not even calling it bullshit. Whatever they do, they do. Because they can look at, they can look at, your little barbershop, whatever, yeah. Cool. But I don't
Yeah.
really support that shit they do either.
Well, I remember when you first put up that post and everything, like, oh, you still got that little barbershop, you still got that little job.
You still got that little job?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Like, ain't that little about what I do. So
No.
I take that shit, but I'm just saying, like, I don't, I'm just, none of them niggas really, fuck with me like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I remember I used to be all in for everything they wanted to do because that's where I came from. That's what I grew up with. Whenever they have like cookout shit like that, I was always all in for that shit.
For sure.
I want to be involved or do what I can do, right? But then when it came the other way, I saw them niggas don't fuck with me. And I understand I couldn't. You might go with who you fuck with. You got your own about. But like damn, niggas don't really fuck me on that shit. It's cool.
Have they?
But I mean, it ain't stopped nothing I've tried to do. You feel what I'm saying?
One monkey don't stop no show.
Nah, so I don't really.
I look at it like this, you know what I mean? And some people take, being supported and everything like, yo, if I support you, if I support you one time and I at least came out to your establishment one time, you show support. And that is true. I mean, you don't have to continue supporting. I mean, if you show love that one time, look, I appreciate it. You know what I mean? But the ones that I can't stand is like, yo, I supported you, whatever endeavors that you did. I mean, hey, maybe you're not my barber or whatever the case may be, but the fact that we came from the same hood, same neighborhood, I'm still going to come to your shop at least one time. Or when I had the sneaker store, hey, I might not mess with you all the way and everything, but I'm going to show support, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to come to your sneaker store. I mean, like I said, if you come one time, that's support.
Yeah.
Continue support that's only if that's your niche, if that's your avenue. Hey, if you love like looking for hard to get sneakers or whatever the case may be, or in your case, continue like a service as far as a barbershop. If you came and support at least one time, you show support. But then I look at like the countless times, like any time that you post out there, like, hey, I'm having a fish fry. I'm coming down there to get a plate.
Yeah.
With no problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I will continue support. And I'm not saying that you have to do the same with, the type of services that we have or had, whatever the case may be. But you know what I mean? If you never stepped in my building one time, even if you didn't buy anything, you didn't even have to, the fact that you just came into the door to say, hey, James, hey, man, I'm proud of you, to say, I'm proud of you with what you did or what you accomplished. I seen where you came from, whatever the case may be, and you made it to, you made it to this point. But that's what kills me. It's like, it kills me that people who never even came into the door, and then turn around, or then when you finally do come into my door, whatever the case may be, you're looking for a discount.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you're looking for some type of,
So you go talk about me like that?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all. That's not you.
I'm gonna be real though, because you've always looked out for me. You book your appointments.
I do.
Tip. And you always tip.
Yeah, I do.
And so I even, every time, but a service. Excuse me, a service and a motherfucking
a retail, but you know what I mean, something,
it's something different,
Yeah, it is.
But I always thank you for looking out for me.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean,
I always know I can get the shoe.
Absolutely. And I mean, I just want to listen to, I just want to also, put this out there. I listened to you and Darius earlier, like on my way in. I mean, full disclosure, y'all, I was late. I was doing a lot of stuff, so I didn't get a chance to actually, be a part of the live that was earlier today with him and Darius and everything. So shout out to Darius. Let's drop a bomb for Darius. Yeah, I mean, Darius came through the studio and everything. Yeah, I mean, first guest of a glass half.
Actually, this is a buggy built tonight.
Yeah, it is. Two things happen.
Two things happen.
I mean, I got to host the show today, as you can see. You know what I mean? And then we had our first guest here, and unfortunately, I wish I could have been here because it probably would have went stupid.
It would have went dumb. we would just been sitting here all day. We had just been all day, really. Just he left, came back, he left. We just been sitting here all day shooting the shit.
Yeah, for sure. But just imagine if you had that on tape.
Yeah,
for earlier.
Yeah, for earlier.
Yeah,
man, that shit. Like the only way, honestly, a lot of this shit that, like, I was saying, like, the only reason this shit would be astronomical is because I'm married.
Okay.
There's just certain things I just can't talk about because
for sure.
I'm fucking married.
For sure.
If I wasn't married though, and I was talking to you wasn't married, and me, you, and Darius was talking, we have a million views in a day.
What?
50-year-old niggas can really voice their opinion.
What?
Even right now, it's something I can say as a married man right now, and the motherfucker will be like, yo, if your wife see this, you're gonna get a divorce. Probably so.
Absolutely.
But I'm not gonna do it.
Absolutely. I got you. I understand.
You see what I'm saying? We can't even we can't push it, but so we're only, so understand, even though that shit might seem like them niggas need to censor themselves. Yo, this is the uncensored version of us.
Listen.
And we wasn't married, I promise you.
Chappelle, I'll give you Chappelle show.
Like, I'm just trying to listen. Right now, I'm trying to get my views up just so I can get people to help me videotape the skits I want to film.
Sure indeed. Because you got some ideas.
What?
Yeah. Saturday Night Live ain't got on
shit
you.
On me.
They don't.
They just, the only reason they do is because whoever thought about it did what I didn't do at an early age.
Put it this way, the stuff that we got thought of, or especially
we need help with.
No, it's not. We need like Showtime, Stars,
we need
HBO, Cinemax. I mean, because this can't be on regular cable TV.
But it can start there.
Like,
I'm willing to start ground up. What I'm saying is, like, I got ideas. I got shit down in my phone. Shit I wrote down in books. You know what I'm saying? I got some shit, but I just need help with it. That's why I'm on social media right now.
For sure.
That's why we on social media, like, get our funds up, and then we're gonna put out some real. Everything's a process. Man.
Everything's a process, man. And like I said, we're still learning. We're still students of the game.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like I said, at the end of the day, we still rabbit hole dive, research, look for the information and everything. I mean, we're no bigger than the plan.
We're just trying to make it happen.
We're just trying to make the plan happen. Just bring it together.
It's gonna happen.
It is. It's
gonna happen.
It is.
Because y'all listening.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all listening, y'all paying attention. We be getting feedback. I mean, like I said, a lot of people be, putting their information anonymous, but I know for a fact that, once again, you work in the barbershop.
Mm-hmm.
So people come in and I mean, they saying it to you, or they saying something to you like, yo, I seen you on I seen the podcast y'all did. Yo, why don't y'all talk about this? I mean, we hear it. We hear it and we pay attention to it. And once again, this ain't nothing but a polish. I mean, we're trying to get our stuff polished and trying to get it together.
I'm also starting to realize that it be unsuspected people that you might have a low key business with, like me and Nika could get a whole goddamn block party business going.
You have a whole media center.
A whole media center. Like, yo, we shut down a whole street the other night.
You did.
A whole fucking street, bro.
A whole street, and once again, no violence came upon.
No violence came upon it, man. Like stuff like that that's a festival.
Yeah. Or a club.
But what I'm saying is it starts small.
Yeah.
And you have unsuspected business partners pop up out of nowhere. A business pop up out of nowhere where you'd be like, yo, Terrence and Nika are good party promoters.
They are.
You know what I'm saying? My wife is the illest support system, so I'm good on that.
Shout out.
But you can have business partners with people who, like Nika been throwing this party on Sherman Street for years.
For sure.
Well before I stayed over here.
Yeah.
Well before I knew she was over here.
Yeah.
When she was over here and stayed in this row.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Nika been throwing parties on Sherman Street so she got a name for these parties. That's her party.
Yeah, for sure.
We put old school and fish fry to it. And we can have that bitch either. We can have it here.
Yeah.
And have that whole front. And it's, the whole shit will still be shut down. The speakers just as loud. And it don't matter how we do it. Like this shit, that shit gonna work the next time we have it. We ain't gonna have it no time soon. So y'all have to stay tuned for it.
Stay tuned, listen up.
But it's old school.
And if we have any sponsorship,
and we gonna throw a little bit of that for y'all, Gen Zers.
For sure.
It ain't gonna be. It's gonna be sprinkled. It's gonna be
a little bit of
what
that.
we saying is we gonna have an old school fish fry.
Well, you got to look at it like this. This is your first summer coming up that you in the mix of the DJing world.
Yeah, it is. Yep. I'm gonna get in it. Because I felt like the other night I couldn't see good, but now I know. Guess what? Guess what rabbit hole diving I've been doing now.
I hope glasses. Oh, lace it.
Lights.
Oh.
Nigga, the glasses ain't nothing. I got a pair of progressive lenses, shades, and I got a pair of single vision lenses with the tint and all that shit on it.
True indeed.
So all I really got to do is put the progressives back in there and then get used to it, and I'm good. But what I'm saying is, I realized that when you be a DJ, you need the lights, you need all that.
That system, the fog, the smog and everything.
I don't even need the smog. I need to see what people doing.
Yeah.
Because if I can't see if you move into what I'm doing, then how do I know what I'm playing is working?
Yeah, that's true.
I couldn't see nothing the other night, so I couldn't see how people were moving, But I know the music that the era I come from works,
for sure.
So I don't know.
For sure. But like I said, stay tuned, y'all, because there's going to be another block party / fish fry coming real soon. Dates are being discussed. Everything is being discussed at this time, but man, yeah, at the end of the day, and like I said, before we got onto a tangent about all the other stuff, I just wanted to give a shout out to Darius and everything, and give a shout out to you for shouting me out earlier before I could even get in on scene. I appreciate that, and like I said, shout out to Darius once again for being our first guest on Glass Half Empty podcast. There's only one other thing that I just want to discuss before we get out of here, because we are definitely hitting the 1.5 hour mark at this point. Last thing I wanted to discuss and everything was it's still tax season, right? It's still tax season. If you're borrowing money or you need to borrow money and we still are only about 3 weeks in the tax season, then it seems like your priorities are kind of fucked up. I mean, there should be no. I mean, today is only March the 16th. Is it the 16th or the 17th? I think it was 16th now going into the 17th. It's only March 17th.
Yeah.
And if you are need to borrow money, I mean, taxes just came out at the end of February. That means we're only about 16, 17 days in to the new month. And I know some of y'all had gotten tax refunds of like $7, $8, $9,000. And y'all balled out of control, but you need to borrow money. Yeah. Your priorities are all fucked up. You need to be doing something with your life at this point. Yeah, and I'm just putting it out there because there's no reason. I mean, you like I said, this tax money should be nothing but nothing's ever extra.
Well, I'm just saying, but what about some women's? I'm just assuming women,
Right?
but they boyfriends go flip that joint.
Okay.
You gotta give you gotta give them that thing. Their boyfriend's gonna flip it. Okay, so
are we still on that? I mean, like,
I mean, I don't know. I
mean, are they still falling for that same trick?
I'm sure there's somebody who sure out here in 2026
somebody's still that gullible.
Some woman gave their man all their tax money to get back on their feet because I know he gonna have us. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna say this. I know in 2026 that ain't no woman gave a man money, all their tax money, so he can get back on his feet. Ain't no woman did that in 2026.
What more do you want from me?
Hold on, I hit the wrong button.
Bruh.
I think I hit the wrong one again.
Stop the cap.
Stop the cap. One more time for the people.
I just don't think it's in 2026, right? I do not think that a man would do that.
Stop the cap.
I don't think that a woman would. I think that a woman.
Stop the cap.
Well, how do you feel?
If you're a woman that has any sense, y'all got your tax money and everything, and I mean, first of all, if you're with somebody that needs to use the tax money to get back on their feet, then baby girl, you're with them for all the wrong reasons anyway.
You're with the wrong person. No, you're just with the wrong person. See, what I'm saying is, like, I know somebody who keep picking, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you keep picking drug dealers, okay, no, if you keep picking the same fucking person,
the same type of person,
there you
go. Mm-hmm.
And then the things that happen to you when you pick these people keep happening.
Mm-hmm.
How do you want me to sympathize? You're also. How do you want someone to sympathize with you? Like you make it to the point where somebody will just walk up to you and say, "Hey, look, why are you going through all of that? You don't have to."
Exactly.
You ain't got to go through all that. Look, this is what you do. Da, 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 da. You good. And they be like, hey, and you be like, I'm just saying, look what you're putting yourself through.
Yeah. For what?
For what? Like, just sit down, focus on you, get your shit together, and let it come to you.
You know what the problem is, T?
What?
A lot of these women out here, I don't know if you ever heard the term, are digmatized. Knowing they no good ass, same ass, dudes, but because they're doing one thing right, it washes out everything else. And that's the truth. Today's term today, guys.
No.
Okay,
No.
sorry. I'm not going to say it again.
No.
Let's get one sound bite of it.
No.
Okay.
Don't say it.
Okay.
Okay. So that's possible. That's possible, but what I'm saying is
It is.
It really
It is. I
But
mean,
look,
because, but
I don't know. You know what, James? You can't understand. You can't put there's no method to the madness.
no.
So when you have to listen to it, take it in, process it, sit it somewhere, put it in the file bank, take a little bit of it. I'm gonna put this in the file bank, take the rest of that shit, kick it out. I don't need it in my brain occupying space.
Right.
That had absolutely nothing to do with the topic or the situation at hand. And plus, the situation at hand doesn't seem that really important to me, and I don't really give that much fuck about it. So
Gotcha.
I'm just gonna tell her. My answer to her is, yo, please shut the fuck up to me about that dumb shit. Like, although my mind processed all that information in like 1.2 seconds,
Right.
what comes out is, yo, please shut the fuck up to me with that dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, I just don't, sometimes, I mean, honestly, man, what was we at on this?
We were talking about all the women who are still giving somebody,
Tax money.
They come up off their feet.
They stupid.
Yeah.
They emotionally love niggas, and you love the wrong motherfuckers, and you constantly pick the wrong motherfuckers. You're a bad decision maker.
Yeah, that's what it boils down to.
You're a bad decision maker. Your picker is broke. You're a bad decision maker, and you need to shut the fuck up and listen to me. Or anybody that has a better idea than what your ideal is. Because some of them will be like, nigga, you ain't gonna tell. No, I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
got 5 kids by 5 different niggas. You can't tell me nothing. No. You have 5 kids by 5 different niggas. I just told you something.
Yeah, for sure.
What that got to do with anything? Because I'm with you, and you expect me to take care of these five niggas or girls. Boy.
Right.
Ain't that what you supposed to do? Absolutely not. That's what they dad's supposed to do.
What do you mean by that?
Well, if you take me, then you take all them kids. I just want the pussy. I ain't trying to make you my wife. You got 5 fucking kids.
What more do you want from me?
That's all I'm saying.
Well, that summed it up in a nutshell.
Yeah. Literally.
Literally.
Because with 5 kids, that's what you are, a nutshell. That's what I'm going to do. Nothing. Shell out a couple dollars and get the fuck on.
Yeah. Yeah, well, with that being said, I thank y'all again for tuning in to another episode of A Glass Half Empty. The moniker today is not your co-host today. I was your host, James DJ Sneaks, Holt, and my man 50 Grand, who acted as my co-host today.
Of course.
Terrence T. Cuts Watkins. Let's give it up for him one more time.
Hey, man, I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
Every time I always appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
For
sure. Like I said, it was a little fun today, a little different. We're going to see how this one turns out and everything. So once again, make sure that y'all subscribe to the TikTok, Facebook. Listen to run them numbers up on YouTube, Instagram. or wherever you get your podcasts at. And once again, be on the lookout because we will be making announcements of when the Fish Fry block party is going to take place. Because, like I said, this past Saturday was something epic. If y'all missed out, you missed out on something real dope.
Let's turn it up even for the Fish Fry. Let's turn it up.
That's what we're going to do. And like I said, always, as always, we appreciate y'all. The listeners. So give it up for y'all. Give it up for y'all one time. Drop a bomb for that too. And once again, we appreciate y'all tuning in to a Glass Half Empty podcast. Catch y'all on the flip side. Peace.
Peace.